Hi, I'm Anka and I work in technical sales at Motec. Today I'm going to show you how to use the software to select different view modes for the 3D 360-degree TopView system. To change the view modes, I push the stick O2 View Mode Update into my laptop. Now I open the Motec NS4 configuration tool. The software is stored on the USB stick and can be installed directly from the USB stick. First, I load an ACB file. I click on File, Load ACB file, and get immediately the correct file path. In the USB stick O2 View Mode Update, in the folder NS4, you will find the config ACB file. Select it and open it. Now the file is loaded. In the next step, I set the system via Set Default into Landscape. Now I can change the view modes for my vehicle. The normal screen off time and trigger off time must be set to 5. This value can also be seen in the instructions. The already configured parking lines, PGL, can also be activated and deactivated here. Now I can select the view modes, which I have just prepared in the calibration tool from the drop-down list. I can choose the view modes freely from the list. There's also the possibility to configure additional view modes for each control line. If the control line, in this case for the reverse gear, receives a signal, the display switches automatically to the defined view mode. And within this view mode, the driver can click the button to change to other view modes within the rear view mode. These view modes can be configured here, in these gaps. When all settings are completed, I create a bin file again. I click on Tools and make bin file. It is important to note, a bin file can only be created if all fields of the masks are filled in. Even if on a control line only one picture mode is needed, the appropriate fields must be filled. If, for example, here only view mode 1 is needed, like here the first view mode is defined, and I deactivate the other two by setting them to off. Now I create the bin file. I click on Tools, Make bin file, and save the bin file on my USB stick O2 View Mode Update. Make sure to always pick the correct USB stick. Now I click on OK again. The corresponding bin file has now been created and stored on the USB stick. I confirm with OK and leave the system. The system now asks me again if I want to create a file. Here I say yes. I save the file on the USB stick O2 View Mode Update and confirm with OK, and the system closes automatically. I remove the USB stick O2 View Mode Update from my laptop and plug it into the USB port of the video control unit. As soon as I plug the USB stick into the interface, the settings appear automatically on the display. The display signals me with an OK that it is now safe to remove the USB stick. After the different view modes have been prepared in the software and loaded into the box, they are now available to the driver. In the software, I have configured the reverse gear. In the model, I would now like to illustrate what happens if the driver would put the vehicle in reverse. The driver receives immediately a rear view from the vehicle. In addition, there is also the possibility to switch between further view modes that are just defined in the software. If the driver shifts to forward gear again, the system switches again to main view. The driver has the possibility of clicking the button to switch view modes in such a way that would give him the best all-around view. The calibration is now done. If you have any further questions, check our other tutorials, look into the manual, or ask your local Motec partner.